I have been trying to communicate to the Black community in the United States of America that it is imperative for their survival that they ally with Latinos and Hispanics. We're not talking about who voted for what. We're not talking about colorism, critical race theory, and all of these issues that are very real and very valid. We are talking about the necessity for survival, okay? I have read Project 25, 50% of which has now been completed, and Trump is outwardly admitting that that was his agenda all along, okay? The Heritage Foundation is the conservative think tank responsible for creating the Project 25 manifesto, and they've also dropped Project Esther. Now, if you're not familiar with Project Esther, in summary, it is a white Christian nationalist state that removes the rights of women and re-implements slavery of the African American community while using American tax dollars to fund the Jewish diaspora. That is currently in full effect with all the moves that they're making. Okay, they are lining up every move necessary to roll out Project Esther when Project 25 is completed. We're 10 months into their administration. They are 50% through with this. I hear the Black community when they say this isn't our fight, we're sitting this one out. And as much as I get the sentiment given the past, we are talking present tense. And you have to understand that anytime a white supremacist decides that they're going to launch an ethnic war, their end result is undoubtedly you. It is your problem. You can sit here and tell me you're not allowed to say that. You're white. We're allowed to speak reality. You can't cancel reality. You cannot like me for discussing the harsh truth out loud, but it is what it is. A white man is never going to stop at the Latino or Hispanic community. Their end goal was, and will always be attacking your community, and they've already started to ramp that up. We saw President Trump specifically state that Chicago is a war zone when we've been on a massive decline and we've experienced the most tourism this year than Chicago ever has. The city is thriving. It's safe. Crimes per capita is lower than any red state. It's not a war zone. It's a predominantly Black liberal stronghold. That's why they are coming for Chicago. They're already choking Black men out at stoplights. We've seen ICE do that. We saw ICE target a multiple dwelling unit in Chicago on the South Side, where in the middle of the night, they raided dozens of apartments, ripping Black people out, children and adults, some of them buck naked, and loading them into a U-Haul together. But they didn't stop there. Knowing that these people are citizens, they destroyed their homes. They kicked in their doors. They pulled their food out of their fridge. They broke their furniture. They threw their clothes everywhere. They are harassing the Black community. Then we have Stephen Miller talking about deploying to Oregon, Portland, as well as, I believe, St. Louis, if not Memphis. And he's doing it with the intention of attacking gang members and thugs and letting them know that the military and ICE are now unleashed. Whenever a white person is talking about thugs and gangbangers, please understand that that is them directly attacking the Black community. We know it. Every single time there's a protest, the news labels Black people as thugs and rioters. Okay? So when you see a white man on national television stating that he's going to unleash the military on gang members and thugs, please understand that by design, they have every intention of bombarding the Black community with nonstop harassment coming from ICE and the National Guard. Whenever I say things like this, a lot of people try to rebuttal in the comments talking about as soon as Black people get out there, the protests are going to turn violent. They're just waiting for Black people so that they can start abusing these peaceful protests. They're going to implement martial law. They are going to do that no matter what. That's coming. It is absolutely inevitable. I'm not saying that to be facetious. We've already seen them attacking white protesters. We've watched them shoot white reporters at peaceful protests. We've watched ICE literally in full tactical gear run full force towards people standing there holding signs in peaceful protests, okay? They are going to do this to anybody, no matter what, because now the president has listed Antifa as a terrorist organization. Antifa is anti-fascism. So anybody who doesn't want a fascist regime is now an enemy of the federal government. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're Black, white, or Latino. They don't give a fuck. It's up. Why am I saying this? Because if we know that this shit's coming, are we going to wait until it's on our doorstep? Or are we going to present a united front where we actually have strength in numbers and unity? I know a lot of you guys, I'm going to stand up and fight. When? You're going to go full Rambo when there's hundreds of federal agents outside your door? Or are you going to stand with 200,000-300,000 people on the streets? The optics of the American military attacking the American people is going to be what saves us. And if nobody comes to save us, there are 330 million of us. Why the fuck are you afraid of one battle when the war is already won with the numbers?